Hi everybody, welcome to Tunes Reviews. That's, wow. If I could get my own name right, that'd be great. Tunes 91, where I review things for you. Today we're going to be talking about a classic among the YouTube fragrance community. And a classic to me, you know? Like everybody has their favorite films that are classic. You know, for me, it was always some of the monster movies for like Halloween time. When I was a kid, I loved watching the old Dracula, Wolfman, whatever. Those are classics. They make me feel something, nostalgia, okay? Or like films, okay? Pulp Fiction makes me feel something every time I watch it. Well, Angel Men doesn't make me feel anything at all, actually. That's a lie. I'm just kidding. I love it! Angel Men was released in 1996, so I was just like a wee little kid at that particular moment in time. Let's see here, I was 5. If I had the exact date, that would help. I just know it was released in 1996, so I could have been 5 or 6, depending. No, 4 or 5, sorry, not 5 or 6. Wow, math is hard, Tim. So this is the packaging Angel Men will come in. There could be a bit of a variation with the box, so don't be too worried about that. The bottle for Angel Men. Now, you can get the metal bottle, which I have owned for, I believe, about $100 or $110 off of the Mugler website. But this little sucker right here in the rubber flask for the 100 ml bottle will only run you like $55 on places like Fragrance Net, Fragrance X, Strawberry Net, etc. So it's pretty much a steal for the fragrance that you're getting, the quality of the fragrance, the uniqueness of the fragrance, all those things to do with the fragrance. Wonderful, wonderful pickup. So Angel Men, I'm gonna spray myself one more time. I know I'm like bathed in this stuff, but yeah, just for the top notes. So Angel Men opens up with this really interesting fragrance accord, concoction of accords with mint and chocolate and caramel and patchouli and coffee, and all the things kind of blend together to end up making it smell, and it's been said before, I'm not just jumping on the bandwagon, by the way, because once again, I've been doing this for 10 years, but it does smell quite like pavement to me, like freshly poured pavement. And as the fragrance starts to settle, you're gonna end up with this really delicious chocolate, caramel, coffee, patchouli fragrance. It lasts forever and a day. You spray it on your clothes, it's not gonna go away until you clean your clothes. And if you just get it on your skin, it's gonna last until the next day. I'm literally talking 12 plus hours with this fragrance. It's a wonderfully long-lasting, wonderfully projecting, wonderful sillage. Performance is out of this world, okay? Some might call it angel because it's ethereal and it's out of this world. Angels are in heaven, which aren't in this world. Yeah, did I like really, I hope I hit the nail on the head with that one. Like I really drove it home with that one. Angel Men, it's out of this world. This review is so gonna be biased. It has to be biased because this fragrance is literally what started me on my fragrance journey. It's what started everything for me. It's the reason why I review today. Back in the day, you know, like 10 years ago, I looked up this fragrance because at Macy's, I had tried it. There was a woman's like, oh, Angel Men's all the rave right now, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really believe it because, you know, they're just doing their job. They're trying to, you know, sell you stuff. Anyways, at the time I was going through like my high school breakup or whatever, and I no longer wanted to wear Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. I wanted to try something that was a little bit more mature. I was redefining myself. I wanted to get rid of all those memories that were attached to the girl that I was dating and trying to get over at the time. And yeah, so I was basically just looking for a new scent at Macy's that I could basically consider my signature scent. And I know that I had gone in with the intention of buying Polo Double Black. I didn't end up getting it, which thank God, because but Angel Men was what I ended up going home with, and just I kept smelling it and smelling it and smelling it on my wrist, and I was like, I am so addicted to this stuff. So I ended up actually looking up a review. I don't really know what had initiated me thinking that there was even such thing as fragrance reviews at the time, because it was something I certainly had never heard of. And when I did look Angel Men up on the internet, I found Robes 08, Mark, obviously, and I watched his review, and the rest is history, pretty much. I got sucked in to the fragrance culture, and it's always something that I've loved since I was a kid. I've always collected fragrance in one way or another. I've always had 5+ bottles in my wardrobe. And basically, Angel Men is what kind of started me on my fragrance is an art form journey, okay? Because this fragrance to this day is one of the most unique, especially in the designer realm. And being that it was released in 1996, it's like, holy shit, you can't get more artistic than this particular fragrance, especially at the time when like Acqua di Gio and Polo Sport and all the Nauticas and whatnot, they were huge. The time of the aquatic was among us in 1996. And for them to release something like this, you know, Chanel's Egoist was released before this, and I believe Le Male was right around the same time as this. And those are fragrances that I think even at the time were not nearly as respected as they should have been. Here we are in 2019, and this fragrance still holds up to like 99% of all designer fragrances on the market. I am sorry to say it, or happy to say it, really, actually. I think over the years, I have become what's called a fragrance snob, which basically, as I would define that, would be if somebody was to come to me with something that cost around the $40 mark, and it's ended up smelling really good, I would be really fucking surprised, okay? And it's just because over the years, I've really treated myself, okay, as the kids would say, treat yourself. I have really treated myself to a number of really good luxury brands. I mean, Tom Ford, as I've, for the millionth time on my channel mentioning it, Tom Ford, Guerlain, the list goes on, you know, and then the niche world of Creed and by Killian and whatever else. It's really difficult to go from fragrances that you can tell put a lot of money into their oils and whatever else, the materials that they use, back to a designer realm where there's like, Tim, if you have to choose, are you going to choose Michael Jordan Legend? Are you going to choose Nautica Voyage? Are you going to choose Polo Sport? And I'm sitting there and I would rather jump off a cliff, okay? I don't want to say that I'm a snob, as in I would point my nose in the air. I'm just saying that I've treated myself so much to luxury brands that I would be very surprised at something that was under the $50 mark that actually smelled reasonably good. And this is that scent, okay? I'm not saying that it smells supernatural, okay? It's not super like a ghost. No, like super natural. But I'm cracking myself up today. I think that this is such a well done scent that smells incredibly natural for being at its price point. The chocolate caramel coffee thing going on with it, it was something that hadn't been done yet at the time. And, you know, to this day, again, in 2019, not 18, it just holds up to so many fragrances. I'm telling you right now, this is still going to make it in my top 10 list of all time, ever, probably until the day I die. This is just incredible. I feel like if you want to be bold, if you want to be sexy, bold, make a statement, and you don't care how bombastic it is, you don't care how much it's projecting. I think I just hit the mic, sorry about that. If you don't care how bombastic you are, if you don't care about how much it's projecting, how bold you're coming off, I feel like this is the go-to for like a decent price. That being said, you know, I like pairing things that are really bold with like kind of a little bit more preppy styled things. So I could see myself wearing a scoop neck t-shirt with a blazer and some khakis with something like this in the middle of spring or summer. Like I'm kind of that guy, but this is definitely a fall and winter release. I just personally really enjoy it all year long. I can't tell you how many bottles I've gone through of this because it's literally at the top of my list and always has been since I've started this journey. So I'm gonna guess probably around 6 bottles of this I've gone through. Probably definitely not less than that. I'm not kidding. Just because I enjoy this so much, and it's something that I just reach for so often when I don't really know what to wear, but I feel comfortable wearing. This is a piece of home to me. It's not just a piece of art. It's a piece of home because of this nostalgia. It reminds me of the community as it started with Cubby and Mark and Dan when he was just starting, and even John, Kerosene when he reviewed. And it was just a really, really nice, simple time. And getting to know new people and becoming part of something new. And it was just really wonderful. And I can't, thank all those guys I just mentioned enough for kind of embracing me and bringing me into this world. And I know that we've all kind of lost touch at this point, but I just, again, it's a little, nostalgia for me, but I really can't thank you guys enough, seriously, for having started the YouTube reviewing thing on fragrances, and for making it so that people like myself can see that it's okay to enjoy something like that and not be considered weird or whatever. Because I think in my personal life at the time, having told people that I had this new collection of fragrances, like this new hobby, I was kind of looked at as like kind of bizarre. Like, what do you collect cologne? That's kind of weird. And I'm just really happy that there was a community available that could make people that enjoy fragrances feel whole. So thank you all so much for that. And thank you, Thierry Mugler, for making a 10 out of 10 fragrance, 12, a million out of 10 fragrance and beyond. This is always going to be a staple in my collection, and I can't get enough of it. Please check it out. If you're male, female, I also wear Angel by Thierry Mugler for women, and it's actually very similar to this. It's just toned down and a lot more chocolate. But yeah, Thierry Mugler, Angel Men, 1996, wonderful fragrance, wonderful release, always going to be in my collection. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later.